When you establish the powerful essence that created this entire existence that we're living in right now, you awaken to this knowing that there is a higher potential within you. But you have these moments where you just deny your vision, deny your goals, or even deny yourself of what you desire. So you clicked on this video for a very reason. So I suggest you watch it to the very end, because I'm going to be sharing with you today how to never deny yourself of what your heart truly desires. What is up, you beautiful beings? Welcome back to the Awakenones community. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittny Fontanez. What I do on this channel, I speak about spirituality, self-development, esoteric content, all that good cosmic wisdom just to simplify your spiritual journey. So if you're already watching this video and you like content just like this, you might as well hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you hit that notification button so you'll be notified when I post videos, which is 3 times out the week. And lastly, if you're gonna do all those good stuff, you might as well just follow me on Instagram, as I post daily for your inspiration so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are and for who you are meant to be. But Awakened Ones, thank you so much for being here with me. I'm sending you so much love and all these high vibrations that are taking place within us. And now that we're realizing we're going through this magnificent energetic shift that is taking us on an optimal timeline, meaning that now we're going on a higher resonance of the higher realms. We're starting to ascend in our true divine aspect. And when we awaken to this higher power that's created this entire existence of who we are, of the ocean, the land, everything, we start to realize that there is a power within us that this higher essence has put within every single individual that is living on this earth. But we have a tendency to deny that light. We sometimes believe that since there's so much darkness in this world, that's the only thing that's strong. But in reality, we sometimes believe that we fear bad things, but really we fear good things. And it's hard to say that, knowing that we are divine spiritual beings and it's our birthright to have abundance and to know that there is nothing but prosperity. But, as we grew up, we were taught a certain way. We believed in these certain conditions that made our habitual patterns of thought and feelings and actions. And because of that, we sometimes feel lost on our spiritual journey. And that is why a majority of people do go on a spiritual journey, is because they awaken to an aspect bigger than their physical selves. And the reason why I'm bringing this into our frame of mind right now is because all this has everything to do with the very topic that I'm about to share with you today. And that is, when we realize this power, we become so fearful of it to the point that we deny ourselves, to the point that we deny our vision, meaning that we have goals. If you're a light worker, if you're a healer, or if you feel like you have a mission on this planet, you do have a mission. But we sometimes resist that vision that our soul has printed within us and has given within us. And a lot of us feel that, when problems occur in our conditional world, we believe that those problems are only going to be solved in a conditional way, but that is so false. A problem is really just our soul rekindling with us, like trying to awaken us to go through a path that's going to lead us to a solution. And that's the thing. Our soul knows what's best for us. Our soul knows what we want. Just understand, when you give out a request to the universe of what you desire, the universe is on it. Your inner being is on it. Your higher self is there for you to make that happen. But sometimes we just mess up good things in our life is because we resist the good that we would desire. It's because, we all have to heal from what we thought that is true, that we don't believe in good things, and that is so not true. But I'm about to jump into these few tips when you could realize when you're denying yourself, and you could be aware of how not to do that anymore, so you don't have to block your blessings and you don't have to deny your goals, your visions, or everything that your heart desires. So the first thing I want to get into about this one is that we reject our desires because we feel that wanting more is wrong. I am definitely a person who is guilty of this, because for a long time I grew up in a family where my mom always told me I only have a penny to my name. My dad always told me that he was broke, and a lot of everyone around me just always said, oh, this is too expensive, this is too expensive. So I grew up with the mindset of believing that wanting more was a bad thing and wanting more was impossible, so I only had to believe in lack. And I know I'm not the only one who believes in this. Majority, 95% of society believes this. But what I want to convey to you today is that, don't ever think that wanting more is wrong. It is our birthright to desire. That is why God, divine, higher power, whatever you want to believe in, this higher essence gave us the willpower to want. Is because when we want, we create, and when we create, we form a new component in this evolution of life that not only assists us, but it assists the entire energetic collective. And when you can realize this, you will never see as wanting more wrong, because there's nothing wrong with it. It is our birthright to desire more. That's why we have that congruent energy within us to desire more. But let me get more in depth into this. There is everything wrong with egotistically thinking that you need conditions to complete you. Yes. There's everything wrong with wanting more, and not feeling satisfied. But there's nothing wrong with believing that if you're in a position in your life where you feel like, you know what, I'm ready to grow, I'm ready to have more, I'm ready to do more, I believe that I deserve more in my life, then that is correct. You are on the righteous path. You are on the path to leading yourself to discovering not only the unknown, but the mysteries of how the universe works in order for you to manifest what you desire. So that is the first thing. Don't reject yourself. Don't reject your desires just because you think they're wrong. There's everything wrong with believing that your desires are bad. Listen, it's our birthright to want. That's why we have that feeling within us. So want all you want, baby. Just whatever you do, just remember, don't chase after the outcome and believing that's where your happiness is, because it's not. Your happiness is here right now, and the thought and the feeling of what you desire can occur right here, right now. And guess what? When you could feel that right now, when you could get congruent in that energy, guess what, boo-boo? That is going to come into your physical reality real quick. Because when you work on vibration and energy first, which is how everything is created in the first place, then it will have no choice but to come into your reality. But energy is the first thing to work on. So don't reject your desires just because you think they're wrong. Reject the thought of thinking that desiring is wrong, period, because it's not. All right. So the second one I would love to get into is that, oh man, this one's a big one. We have a tendency to reject our visions and our goals. Now, here's something that I come to learn in my experience is that, when I had a tendency to resist everything that I desire, and when I wrote them as my affirmations, or I wrote it down, I had this feeling that it wasn't true. And I started to realize is that we reject what divine is trying to tell us. We believe that we have to create, yes, we do create our lives, we co-create with the universe, but we believe we have to control everything in order to create it. But what if the universe, God, source, higher power, has the path carved out for us already? What if we do? And what if it's already carved out for us, what if we're being receptors and receiving those thoughts, we're receiving those images of that vision, of that goal that makes us feel like that's who we are? What if the universe is sending you those signals that is who you're meant to be, that is your mission, but you reject it. You reject it because you believe it's too big for you to handle. The only reason why we think we reject our visions and our goals is because we believe that if something is too big for us, then we're too small for it. That's so not true. Just because you got big dreams and big goals It just means you have to grow into the person in order to have them. That's all that means. So don't reject your vision and your goal when it is given to you by your soul. Your soul is telling you this is who you are. This is what you're meant to be doing. And if it feels like that's who you truly are, then that is what you're meant to be doing. So don't reject your vision and don't reject your goal. And just because, I'm going to get more in depth into this, just because you have people around you who don't know what they want and don't know what they're doing with their lives, doesn't mean you should allow them to affect what you believe for yourself. Because majority of us reject our visions and our goals is because we listen to other people instead of listening to ourselves. So my brothers and sisters, bro, just like, don't reject your visions, don't reject your goals. Your goals are your passion. Your passion what makes you come alive, and you deserve to feel that you're meant to be living on this earth, because guess what? You are. That's why you were created. So know what you deserve and don't reject the visions that your soul is giving you about your mission, because that is who you truly are. Now the last one I'm going to get into is that, oh, such good stuff. Oh, this is what I was just saying. Don't reject what your soul is speaking to you. Plain and simple. You know, we have a tendency to forget that we have this thing called the intuition. And we believe that the logical mind creates the entire essence of the physical body, which is so false. The heart is the first thing that's ever created. And the heart is where the spirit, your soul, lies. That's where love is. That's where the creator put its power within you to be your best essence, to express God in itself. So when you reject your intuition, when you reject that gut feeling that tells you to do something or tells you not to do something, that is you rejecting what your soul is trying to speak to you. That is you avoiding what you need to resolve. That is you running away from yourself. That is you not understanding that love resides within you while you're out chasing it. Don't deny what your soul is trying to speak to you. Don't deny the feelings within your gut that are telling you what is best for you. Because guess what? Majority of the time, we believe that the logical mind has all the solutions. No, it doesn't. And that's when we could get caught up in thinking that, you know, we're doing everything wrong, but it's not true. We're not doing anything wrong. You're just listening to your mind that doesn't have all the answers, that only is limited. The mind is all about fear, and it's all about the ego. It's not about creation. That is what the heart is for. So don't get caught up in what your mind tries to tell you, because it just limits you. Allow your soul to speak to you, because it knows what is best for you. That is where your higher self resides. That is where the solutions and all the answers and all the love that you desire is within you. So stop rejecting what your soul is speaking to you, because at the end of the day, when we are continuously seek outside of us, we feel such a void. We feel so empty. But when we dive deep within, I guarantee you, if you ever meditated, if you ever done healing work, if you ever did whatever you can to make yourself feel whole, you know that the answers lie within you. And you know your soul knows what's best for you. Your soul has better intentions for you than your mind and your conditionings do. Because the mind holds the beliefs. It doesn't hold the answers. The answers in order to change your life are within your heart. And those answers to change your life are all stems around changing your beliefs. And when you can change those beliefs, you only could do so when you reside in here. So open yourself up to the love that you deserve, to what you're asking for, and stop projecting yourself. Yourself deserves the most abundant love. But you need to get out your own way. You need to do whatever you can to heal those beliefs that made you believe that you aren't good enough, and made you believe that you wanting more was bad. When you can heal those, when you can heal all those things, you will never ever again in your entire existence reject everything that your heart desires. So, my friends, the one thing I hope you take out of today is that when you reject yourself, you're rejecting your purpose. When you're rejecting yourself, you're rejecting your purpose. Don't reject yourself. Because when you don't reject yourself, you know your purpose and you will come alive. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. And I have to say, everything I speak to you, I'm learning and listening to myself, because guess what? When I do these videos, this is my passion. And the reason why it's my passion is because a higher power takes over me to speak to the collective. And there's nothing more that I could be grateful more than to be able to channel and to assist myself, but to also assist you. So thank you so much for watching this. If it resonated with you, if it really assisted you, and if you want more in-depth understanding of certain emotions or even healing, then put a comment below this video and let me know your suggestions, and just let me know your journey, or let me know if this video really assisted you. But until then, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and also hit that notification button so you'll be notified of when I post videos. And lastly, follow me on Instagram, because I post some Gucci inspiring, funny, real deep things in order for you to simplify your journey and fall in love with who you are and for who you're meant to be. But until then, Awakened Ones, I'll see you on the next one with bliss and love. I adore all of you wonderful beings. Namaste.